And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And now Washington's starting group. Kuzma will step in at the 4 with Porzingis at center. Morris and Beal are the guards. And it's Kispert in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, at lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Little out there with Grant. And it's Eubanks in at center. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Pass to Kispert. Beal taking his time here. And Kispert the bucket on the assist from Beal.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
And Simons has it in the corner. No good with the triple. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Last time they met was in Washington.
Yeah, and you hate to lose the kind of game where it just seems like it gets away from you. They played good basketball for most of it, but then just collapsed and opened that door for the comeback.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Grant kicks to Lillard. Now the pass to Eubanks. Clock at 6. Pass to Little. From the arc. Kuzma pulls it in.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result. You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and drawing talent.
Now here's Lillard. Following the miss by Porzingis. He gets it in there.
Showing the quickness. Nice catch and shoot by Anthony.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Beal the pass to Porzingis. Kuzma against Grant. Shot from 6. A second chance effort, and it's Porzingis getting it to go.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Passes it to Simons. Lillard outside. Pass to Grant. Trailblazers moving the ball around. It's Lillard, top of the key, over Morris. Lillard misses. 2 big marks there, you're right. And the last 2 lottery picks for Portland before the latest draft, Lillard and McCollum.
And Kevin, McCollum has since moved on, but they have knocked it out of the park in the last decade. Great job of maximizing draft assets. Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Here's Beal. The Trailblazers pull it in.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Morris kicks to Kispert.
2 minutes.
There's the pass to Beal.
2 minutes.
The Wizards with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Tenacious play by Dame, not giving up on his shot because of some aggressive D.
First personal foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season. one of their best attributes.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Watford's checked in. Kevin Knox comes in for Grant. Reddish, he's checked in for Little. And it's Sharp in for Anferny Simons.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Lillard, he takes pride in being a leader for his team. His hunger to win is undeniable.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nunn passes to Avdia. Right outside. Just 5 on the clock. To the wing right side. Nunn drops one in from the wing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Reddish. Back to Lillard. Here's Watford. Now here's Reddish. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nobody near Lillard. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
No, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Time to get loud for your Blazer dancers. Let's hear it again for your Blazers youth dance team.
56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Avdia with it. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On up the court. And Reddish with the slam.
One thing all scouts love about Cam Reddish. For a wing, he has a huge frame that typically bodes well at this level.
Now, here's Nunn. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Shot clock at 2. The Wizards with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And it's Lillard missing. Three-pointer right. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly.
Fans, your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But What's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Jeremy Grant is out there with Little. And it's Watford in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now, here's Lillard. Last game out, he had 40 points. Passes it to Little. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Wizards trail by 7. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Morris, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, die-hard fans in the DMV, it seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Now here's Little. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
Over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal. Traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Drafted late in the first round, Little has shown very quickly that he can be a key player in any team's rotation.
Back to Morris. Outside, Porzingis. In the corner, it's Morris. Goes up on the wing. The second effort. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Thibault kicks to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Little. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Johnson outside. Over Morris. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Wizards trail by 8.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the basket by Washington. Back to Thibault. And here's Little. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Kevin Knox is checked in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Reddish in for Little.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
DeLon Wright at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. Trailblazers leading by 5. Johnson right side for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. None against Johnson. Abdia, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Wright looking around. From 8. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Reddish kicks to Thibault. Pass to Johnson. A 3-ball. Washington with the rebound. Now, here's Nunn. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Taken away. Here's Kuzma. It's hauled in by Thibault.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Trailblazers lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Damian, where does that game face of yours come from?
I think it's just the Oakland in me, really. I'm sure a lot of people know about the past, the Oakland point guards with Gary Payton, Brian Shaw, and Jason Kidd. And once you get on the court, it's time to compete. Off the court, I was raised to be a good person, high-character person, but on the court, between those lines, everything is out the window. It's time to win.
That 5-1-0 is coming out, Damian. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool line.
Time to get loud for your Blazers.
After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 5. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They were simply the better team on the offensive end. Every time the defense made an adjustment, they would make an adjustment on offense. Winning that little cat and mouse game, they'll be difficult to beat.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far. I wouldn't get away from it if I were drawing up the second half. Keep working it to the posts, and you got to win that physical battle.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Fans Let them hear from you. Make some
And we've got
noise.
second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They've led by as much as 10. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Taking a look at the Wizards. Morris and Beal are the guards. Kuzma will step in at the 4. Porzingis at center. And it's Kispert in at the small forward. A nice shot by Simons.
A pro at working the pick and roll. Simons just taking what the defense gives him.
The pass to Beal. Back to Morris. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Porzingis. That misses off the backboard. Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard with it. He's got 9. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in. And now that's 11 points for Lillard.
A little contact can't slow Damian Lillard down. He speeds right past it to his shot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks.
Assertive play in the paint from Jeremy Grant, absorbing the foul while shooting.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
No good on the free throw.
He came into this league as a defensive specialist. Now Jeremy Grant is becoming an offensive powerhouse.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Watford's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Wizards trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's Beal with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Little passes to Lillard. Kicks it to Little. Over Morris. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Little's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Now Kispert. Back to Beal. Launches it. Little with the rebound.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down. They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Here's Morris. Following the basket by Jeremy Grant. Here's Kispert. His 3-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 12. And here's Little. 6 points for him. And it's Little finishing it off.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Washington calls timeout.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Reddish, he's checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Damian Lillard. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Avdia comes in for Kispert. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Beal. And it's Wright in for Monte Morris. Here's Reddish, following the bucket by the Wizards. Pass to Grant, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Washington.
Kevin Knox is checked in for the Trailblazers. Johnson comes in for Anthony Simons.
Knox the second. Keon Johnson.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Passes to Nunn. Avdia dishes to Wright. Now, here's Avdia. He's guarded by Johnson. Inside, 5 to shoot. Here's Avdia, and he banks in the layup. Avdia's got his first points of the night.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
1:03 left in the third. Here's Reddish. And Portland again with the bucket.
Creative with the ball. Reddish will only get better and better operating out of the pick and roll.
Wright finds Nunn. Back to Wright. Puts it up from 12. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And stolen by Wright. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Porzingis. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Portland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Little out there with Grant. And it's Eubanks in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. GA, he's asked to carry big-time scoring, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown in his playmaking. When the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
That's a 2 from Lillard. That one wide left. Wizards trail by 11. Up top, Kuzma. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Here's Eubanks. Grant the pass to Lillard. Good on the triple. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. A floater. That one goes. Counted. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Kispert, no good. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Simons, the pass to Eubanks. Now here's Little. He's covered closely. Over Kispert. Here's Eubanks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
I just love how they're taking advantage of their chances to run, and they're pushing it. Fast break points can win you ball games.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
He's off on the first. Wizards making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And a player opt-out for Kyle Kuzma after this season. GA probably hoping to earn himself a raise.
Yeah, and he's a worker, looking to round out his game and take that next step as he's just entering his prime.
And so here's Portland. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Washington calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Big thanks to your laser dancer.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Beal finds Porzingis. And the pass to Morris. 11 feet away, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And the soft touch for a guy Porzingis' size. He shoots it so well from the mid-range.
Pass to Little. Back to Simons. 5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Pass to Eubanks.
2 minutes.
From deep three-point range, again the miss by the Trailblazers. Wizards trail by 14. Kuzma passes to Kispert. Here's Beal. Porzingis trying to get free. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
the line for the Wizards, Bradley Beal, shooting 1.
Portland leading by 11. Lillard up top, covered by Morris. Simons kicks to Little. Grant gets a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, very few scouts felt that Jeremy Grant would ever become this kind of three-point shooter.
Simons against Beal. The Trailblazers pull it in. Eubanks got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Little. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Lillard for the three. Unable to get that one. Now Washington takes it the other way.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
He's off on the second.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Simons surveying the D. Grant against Kuzma. Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland with a new 14. Porzingis with the block.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis being put to great use there.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Walker's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Nasir Little. Johnson, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Lillard. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Johnson, and Gibson sends it back.
Nice defense from Taj, one of the best rim protectors in this league.
Nunn passes to Gibson. Here's Davis. Makes it off the glass.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Arcidiacono. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Sure to get home safely.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And we see that tonight.
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.